What's going on, guys? This is Matt here, and that is my modified. So this is known as a Mod Lite. It's a 5/8 scale dirt modified. They got 1000cc motorcycle motors. This one in particular is a Gixxer 1000. You've got 3-link rear ends under them. And mine in particular has got a quick change. So, just a little bit about them. These guys are purpose-built race chassis. They turn about the same lap times as a full scale modified. They do have a shorter wheelbase, so they're really squirrely. They handle like a modified. They come up on the bars. They carry the left front oftentimes. They're a blast. Made my debut in this thing last night at practice, and we had some electrical issues. At first, we were having a battery issue. I was only able to make one practice session out of 4 because of that. But the practice session that I did make, car felt pretty good. It pushed a little bit, but I think that was some part driver there. I was supposed to be racing tonight. Tonight was supposed to be my debut race, but we're coming into some ignition issues now. This car was running fine when I bought it, and as soon as I brought it to the racetrack, I had the battery issue. Now we're having the ignition issue. So I'm getting ready to pull these plugs and check for spark. I've already ordered new plugs and new coil packs, just because these are pretty old. And I just went through the whole car. That's one of the last things I need to do is change out plugs and coil packs. But yeah, hopefully that's the issue. I doubt it, knowing these cars. Been in racing a while. I doubt that's the issue. I think it might be a ground somewhere. But we're gonna find that out here shortly. These things run the stock wire harnesses off the bike. And they are just cut down. I don't know exactly what they cut off of them, but they cut them down. They cut the wire harness down to the basic bare minimums to allow it to be compatible with this car. This is fuel injection. I know only a little bit about fuel injection. I know more about carburetors, so this is completely new to me. I know nothing about motorcycle engines, so that's also completely new to me. Some of y'all might be wondering, where's the chain? There is no chain. There's a coupler, and there's the drive shaft right here. That runs back to the quick change. So the spec weight of these cars for our local track is 1325 after the race. So they really check the top 5, I believe. You have to weigh 1325 or you're DQ'd, and that's pretty light because these things are putting out, I think the stock bikes are around 150 to 200 horsepower. For these things, they get up and go. Just watching some YouTube videos with the new GoPros that have the telemetry. These things are hitting the corners probably around 80, sometimes 90 mile an hour, and that's equivalent to a full-blown modified crate late model. Maybe not a super late model. Super late model is pretty fast, but that's just crazy for these little cars. And it's really not confidence inspiring when you're going that fast into the corner, especially on a rough track with the short wheelbase. It feels like it wants to flip on you, but you just stay in it and pin it to win it. This car sat for about a year before I bought it, so I've been going through it. I put new belts in. It's got quite a few heat races and main event wins, but they're pretty old. This is an 05 chassis with an 05-06 Gixxer motor. I got the stock tech, and I got a water pressure gauge. I need to get a brake pressure gauge. It's the next thing I want to put in here. And I want to get a different brake bias dial, I guess. I want to get the actual blue dial that you can use to rotate back and forth. But yeah, that's pretty much the cockpit there. Thing before I get out of here, this pedal setup is gas, clutch, and then brake. It took me a little bit to get used to, but it's really weird. When you spin these cars, you want to grab the clutch or else it'll really screw up the starter. I think a couple other things, as if it rolls backwards, it'll really mess these motors up. I did spin it twice when I was practicing yesterday. I'll put those in this video so you guys can have a laugh. I sent it a little too fast, and just getting off, I kind of got back up on it a little too late, and it came around. I was trying to run the low line, and it just, everything happens really quick in these cars, so you got to be really up on the wheel. Yeah, guys, that concludes today's video. I'm gonna get back to work on this race car, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. There's always something wrong with the race car. That's just how it goes. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Hopefully we get some onboards here shortly, some more vlogs at the racetrack, and you guys will be hearing from me shortly.